Ever since I was a kid, I knew I was meant to travel. But growing up in a middle-class family of 6, international jet setting wasn't exactly an option. That is, until I figured out how to maximize my dad's frequent flyer miles at the age of 12 to take my family on a vacation to the Caribbean. And almost 20 years later, I've created a community of millions with my blog, The Points Guy, teaching people how to maximize their points to travel for a fraction of the cost. And now, I'm taking you with me. This is TPGtv. Thanks to miles and points, I've been able to travel the globe and visit amazing destinations. However, there's so much more to travel than just a luxurious resort and first-class seat. Over the past few years, I've gotten more and more involved with Peace Jam, an amazing organization that develops young leaders through the teachings of Nobel Peace Prize winners. Peace Jam has a small but thriving presence in West Africa, and when I was invited to Accra, Ghana to see it firsthand, I jumped at the opportunity. But first, I had to figure out how to get there. There aren't a ton of nonstop flights to Africa from the US. Most route through Europe, nearly doubling the travel time. However, Delta flies JFK to Accra nonstop, but the flights aren't cheap. Over time, I've accrued these Delta SkyMiles by not only flying Delta, but also taking advantage of various credit card sign-up offers. If you need Delta SkyMiles, you can also transfer Amex membership rewards points at a 1-to-1 ratio. And Starwood Preferred Guests transfers with a 25% bonus for every 20,000 points transferred. While Delta SkyMiles are not the most valuable airline currency out there, they can be extremely useful, especially when redeeming on Delta's unique routes. So not only can you save a ton of travel time by flying non-stop, but also save a ton of cash since Delta charges a premium for these unique flights, especially in business class. And if you're flying at a JFK, there's a brand new Sky Priority entrance to check in, which minimizes lines and gets you through in almost no time. Then there's Delta's consistently fantastic staff. This is Sylvia.
Have a safe flight, TPG.
Yeah.
TSA free.
Yes, I'm TSA. Woohoo! I got the golden ticket. The real gem of Delta at JFK is their new 24,000 square foot Sky Club, which you can get access to with the Amex Platinum or the Delta Reserve cards, or if you're flying Delta One, even on an award ticket. And for Delta One passengers, you get a tapas sampler and premium glass of wine. But my favorite part of the Sky Club is the Sky Deck, where you can plane watch to your heart's content and soak in some sun before your flight. And who doesn't love the smell of jet fuel on a beautiful New York City afternoon? Delta flies JFK to Accra non-stop on their Boeing 767-300ER aircraft, which has 26 seats in Delta One and 200 in Delta Comfort and Economy combined. On this plane in Delta One, I personally like the odd-numbered window seats because they offer the most amount of privacy. And while Delta does have a nice Tumi amenity kit, they don't provide PJs, so I recommend packing some breathable clothes. But before I sleep, it's time to eat. And this isn't what you'd think of typical plane food. Tonight, I'm starting with shrimp, followed by a delicious cedar plank salmon, and topping it all off with a hot fudge sundae. The perfect mix for food coma, which was enjoyed in my lie-flat bed with Westin Heavenly Bedding. Traveling over 5,100 miles for over 10 hours and being pampered while doing it is tough to beat for $5.60 cash out of pocket. And waking up in Africa is priceless. On the next TPGtv, meet the next generation of Ghana's youth in a program that's changing both the city and the region.